Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about something very close to my heart, something I know many of you are going through. That feeling when you're turning 30, and suddenly everyone's asking, when are you getting married? Or, you still don't have a partner? Oh my, there are so many emotions here. It's a mix of pressure, anxiety, maybe a little bit of sadness, and a whole lot of confusion. It feels like you're standing at a crossroads with society pointing you in one direction, your heart in another, and your mind just spinning with questions. I see you and I hear you. I know you have so much you want to say and feel. You want to scream, my life is not a race. But at the same time, you can't help but look at your friends getting married, having kids, and wonder, am I being left behind? There's the pain of a past relationship, the confusion about what you really want, and the heavy weight of family expectations. You want to explain everything, but sometimes the words just won't come out. It's overwhelming, and it's okay to admit that. So today, let's sit down and have a real, honest conversation. No judgment, no pressure, just a safe space to explore these feelings. We're going to tackle these big questions one by one, from the number on your birth certificate to the number of people in a relationship. Let's break it down step by step. We'll navigate this together because your journey is valid, your feelings are important, and you are not alone in this. Let's start with the big one, turning 30. It's funny how a number can feel like a finish line we're all sprinting towards, especially when it comes to love. It's like there's an invisible timer, and if you don't have a partner by then, you've somehow failed. But let me tell you this, your worth is not, and will never be, defined by your relationship status or your age. Turning 30 is not a deadline for love. It is an invitation to know yourself more deeply, to celebrate how far you've come, and to get excited about where you're going with or without a partner by your side. Society loves to count. How old are you? How many partners have you had? But these are the wrong questions. The real question is, how happy are you? How much have you grown? The quality of your relationship with yourself and with others is more important, not the number. It's better to be 30 and happily single, building a life you love, than to be 30 and miserably settled just to meet a non-existent deadline. Remember, everyone's timeline is unique. Some people find their life partner in high school, others at 50. There's no right or wrong schedule, there's only your own journey. So the next time someone asks you, oh, you're 30 and you still don't have a partner, just smile. You don't owe anyone an explanation for the life you are choosing to build. Your path is your own. It's not a race to the altar. It's a journey of self-discovery and creating a life that is authentically yours. The right person, if and when they come, will celebrate your journey and won't make you feel like you were running late. They will feel like they arrived right on time because you were busy becoming the person you were always meant to be. Now, let's talk about something that can make the pressure feel 1,000 times worse: heartbreak. Specifically, seeing your ex move on, maybe even with someone you suspect was a third party. The pain is sharp, it's deep, it's a punch to the gut that leaves you breathless. You see their happy photos online and every smile feels like a personal attack. You question everything. Was I not enough? Was it all a lie? How could they move on so fast when I can barely get out of bed? I want to tell you that everything you're feeling is valid. The anger, the betrayal, the deep, aching sadness, let it all out. Healing is not a straight line. There will be days when you think, I'm okay now. And then there will be days when you cry again as if you just broke up yesterday. And that's okay. Moving on is not a competition. It's not about who posts more or who finds a new partner faster. Your healing journey is yours alone, and it takes as long as it takes. Be patient and be kind to yourself. The most important thing to remember is that their new chapter does not erase your story or make your pain less real. Their moving on is about them, not about you. It doesn't make your worth any less or the love you gave any smaller. Focus on your own healing. Unfollow, mute, block. Do what you need to do to create a safe space for your heart to mend. Surround yourself with people who lift you up. Reconnect with your hobbies. Fall in love with yourself again, one small step at a time, until one day you'll look back and realize the pain is no longer the first thing you feel. Let's get into a topic that can be a bit complicated: relationship styles. Monogamy, polygamy, open relationships. There are so many labels now. And when you're navigating the dating world, it can be confusing. Maybe you've met someone you really like, but they have a different view on commitment. Or maybe you're questioning your own beliefs. The pressure to fit in, either with traditional monogamy or with a more modern setup, can be huge. You might feel like you have to be one or the other to be accepted. Here's the simple truth. A successful relationship is not about the setup, whether it's for two people or more. It's about the people in it. It's about honesty, communication, respect, and shared values. A relationship with just two people can be bad if there's no trust, and a relationship with more than two people can be beautiful if everyone is talking openly and fairly. The label doesn't promise happiness. The character and commitment of the people involved are what truly matter. So, how do you choose? You don't have to. Instead of trying to fit into a box, I encourage you to listen to your heart and your gut. What feels natural to you? What matches your main beliefs? Don't force yourself into a relationship style just because it's what your partner wants or what you think is cool. If the thought of sharing your partner makes you feel sick with worry, then a relationship with more than two people is probably not for you, and that's perfectly okay. Be honest with yourself first, and then be honest with any potential partner. The right relationship for you is one where you feel safe, respected, and truly happy. Let's talk about intuition. That little voice in your head, that strange feeling in the pit of your stomach when something just doesn't feel right. We often call these red flags. They can be small things at first, like how they talk about their exes, or how they ignore your feelings. Or they can be big things, like when their stories don't match up, or a sudden burst of anger that seems out of place. It's so easy, especially when you're lonely or you really like someone, to ignore them, to make excuses. Maybe they're just stressed. They didn't mean it. I'm just overthinking. I'm here to tell you, don't. Do not ignore your instincts. Your intuition is your most powerful way to protect yourself. It's all your life experiences put together. Your subconscious mind noticing small hints that your conscious mind is trying to explain away. When something feels off, it usually is. Ignoring red flags is like seeing a danger sign on a road and driving down it anyway. You might be fine for a little while, but eventually you're going to crash. You deserve to be in a relationship where you feel safe, seen, and respected. You shouldn't have to constantly second-guess yourself or walk on eggshells. If you find yourself repeatedly making excuses for someone's bad behavior, that is the biggest red flag of all. It's a sign that you are giving up your own well-being for the sake of the relationship. Remember, it's better to be alone and at peace than to be with someone and constantly fighting with your own gut feeling. Trust yourself. You know more than you think you do. Finally, let's address the big issue in many Filipino homes: family. The pressure to get married, to have kids, to become the auntie who gives the best Christmas money, or the older brother who provides for everyone. Our roles within the family can feel so important, and when we don't fit into what's expected, it can lead to feelings of guilt or not being good enough. Maybe you're the only one among your siblings who isn't married, or maybe you've decided that being a parent isn't for you. The questions and the unwanted advice can be endless. Your self-worth is not, and I will say this again, connected to your ability to fill a specific family role. You are not just a potential spouse or a future parent. You are a whole person, with your own dreams, talents, and purpose, separate from your relationship to others. Your journey is not less valuable because it looks different from your cousins or your siblings. Choosing not to have children doesn't make you selfish. It makes you self-aware. Choosing to focus on your career or your personal growth doesn't make you less of a woman or a man. Your main responsibility is to your own happiness and well-being. You cannot pour from an empty cup. If you spend your life trying to please everyone else and live up to their expectations, you will lose yourself in the process. Focus on your own growth. Build a life that excites you. Follow your passions. When your family sees you living a full, happy, and real life, they may eventually understand. And if they don't, that's okay too. Your happiness is not up for a family vote. It's your right. So as we wrap up our conversation, I want you to hold on to a few truths. First, love is not a math problem. It's not about age or the number of partners. It's not an equation to be solved before a certain deadline. Love is a very personal, wonderfully surprising journey of the heart. It's about connection, growth, and finding someone who sees the real you and loves you for it. Rushing into something to meet a social deadline will only lead you to the wrong place. Trust your own timing. The story of your life is still being written, and the best parts might be just around the corner. Second, if you are healing from a broken heart, give yourself grace. Heal first, then love. You are enough, even without a partner. Your worth is natural. It doesn't come from being someone's other half. You are already whole. Use this time to rediscover who you are outside of a relationship. Date yourself. Take yourself on adventures. Learn a new skill. Build a life that you are so in love with that a partner becomes a wonderful addition, not a necessary requirement. When you are happy and whole on your own, you attract people who are also happy and whole. And finally, please, don't force yourself into a situation that doesn't make you happy. Whether it's a relationship style that doesn't fit, a partner who ignores red flags, or a life path that doesn't feel like your own. Your happiness matters most. You have this one precious life to live. Don't waste it trying to be someone you're not or staying where you are not valued. Trust your gut, honor your heart, and have the courage to choose yourself, always. Thank you for spending this time with me. Until next time, take care.